Hello everybody, my name is Michael and it's another wine time with Michael. Let's see if I can open this thing. Oh, there it goes. So, I wanted to do a wine time because I went on an adventure and I went to a winery that is really close to where I live. And so it's awesome because I live in Washington and we have the best, some of the best wines, and it's from our state. And so it was cool. I went to Chateau Ste and I am actually drinking Hogue Chardonnay because, and I will tell you a story about Chardonnay in a second. So I went to a winery. That's probably good. And it was Chateau Ste, and it was awesome. We went on a wine tour, and we got to see all the production. There was like tons of machines, and like they were boxing and packaging and doing all this stuff. And then, so when we got there and we got done with the tour, at the end of it, like they're explaining everything to you. They're explaining how the wine is bottled, where it's made, how it's made, who is in on it. So like there are multiple people. There's like the Italians and they have their own little take on things and how they're supposed to do it and what wines that they are participating on. And so at the end of the tour, you get to do a tasting. And so I think we had 3 whites and 3 or 4 reds. Maybe it was 3 whites, 3 reds. And so I learned that the Chardonnay is the leading lady of the wines. It is the top of the tier wine, and that's why I'm drinking Chardonnay. And I learned that you can swirl. So I learned how to swirl wine. I have a little bit too much in here. So you swirl it and then you... Lovely, right? Wow. So, we learned about that. So we have, like, we tried their Chardonnay, we tried Sauvignon Blanc, and then we tried another really fruity wine for the whites, and then we had 3 reds from that tasting, the first tasting. And then we paid, that was all free, and then we paid for another tasting that was like separate, and it was called Sassy Reds. It was so much fun. They had like, we got to try 3 wines, they were all red. There was a Malbec, and then there's 2 blends. I mean, they were all blends, but one was mostly Malbec, and the other one had like Merlot and Cab Sauvignon. And I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing all of them right, but they were really good. And we just like shared it between, there was 3 of us, 3 and 3, so we like shared the wine that we were drinking, but it was super fun. I went with a bunch of friends, by the way. I did not just go by myself. We were celebrating birthdays at the winery, and it was awesome. And those wines that we tried were like $45 to $50 a bottle. So it was nice to try like expensive wine and not have to pay very much for it, even though we only get a little sample. It's, I think, about 1 ounce that you get when you do a wine tasting. So there's 3 ounces, and we shared with 3 people, so it was like 1 ounce a piece. So it's not like it's a glass of wine. So once we were done there, it was almost lunchtime. So we did this in the morning. We were trying to do it between classes, so it was like they opened at 10 in the morning, and we got there like right after 10 o'clock. But it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot, and our wine tour person was amazing. She was like saying like, oh, this is, Chardonnay's your leading lady, and then you have Sauvignon Blanc, and then you have this, and she's like listing all the wines off, and then you have Cab Sauvignon. I don't know how to say that one very well. And then you have your, all the reds on this side, and these are your, male wines that, white would be the female, while red would be the male side. And so she was making all these little fun, like, what do you call those? Like equating it to a person. Like she was like, this is your Johnny Depp wine, because you never know what you're going to get. And so that was fun. And then after we finished at this wine place, we went to lunch at Red Hook, which is a beer place, but I did not drink beer. Because I don't drink beer, that's why we're drinking wine. And anyways, we went there, had lunch, because we needed some food. Once we had food in us, we were feeling a lot better, you know, it's like you're processing it. That's why you always, always, always eat if you drink. I have my dinner right here. You just can't see it. And we decided that we were going to go on another wine tasting because the people that were at the first one recommended it to us. So we were like, okay, we're going to go and do the second wine tasting at a cellar. And it was really cool. It was a really cool kind of house that we went to, and we tried so much wine there, and it was really fast. Not that it was supposed to be, but there was like 3 whites and 4 reds that we tried. So this is a lot of wine, and we had to leave really quickly, and he was like, oh no, you have to try this one, and this one, and this one. So we had like 3 ounces of wine in like a couple minutes, and I was like, holy crap, we just like chugged a glass of wine, because we had to leave to drop one of the people off that I was with. So that was kind of crazy. But the whole experience was great. Like, I did not know how much, like, went into it. Like, the fact that all the grapes are grown in Eastern Washington. If you're from Washington, all the grapes are grown in Eastern Washington. The red grapes and the white. And then the white grapes are pressed, and then the juice is shipped over to Western Washington, to their facility, at least for Chateau Ste. Michelle. And then they process it there. And so that was really interesting, but the red wine gets processed in Eastern Washington, and then the bottles get shipped over. So that was pretty cool, and it was just really awesome. Like, I did not know how much fun it was going to be. I knew it was going to be fun, and I was looking forward to it pretty much all week, but I did not know how much, like, I would learn. I, like, learned about, like, the oak, and how that you only put, like, Chardonnay is an oak, and then Sauvignon Blanc is an oak, and then certain red wines are an oak, but not all of them are. Like, some are just in the stainless steel, and they get and then and they're bottled and sent away. So, like, that was interesting that, like, this wine was probably an oak, and you can, like, even tell, this glass is not very good, but you can tell by the color of the wine, like, how long it's been since it was made. And so this is like a little bit of darker color than you would want. It was a really cheap bottle. But it's a 2013, so it's like been on the shelf for a while, or it's like been a while. It's not the newest one probably from this, but I thought that was interesting. I thought, like, you can tell how much alcohol content is in it by just like how it tastes, which we learned that too. So that was fun. Let me see if I can do it. Like, okay, so I think that it's definitely sweeter. So I would say that it has like 10% alcohol. Let's see if I can find it. I did not look at this, by the way. And I never can find it on here, so like, good luck to that. Yeah, oh wait. Oh, 13.5. I was off. I thought it was 10. Chardonnay must have a little bit higher than normal. But anyways, that was my fun adventure that I had with my friends. There was like 6 of us there, and it was just the best time. And we spent all day together, drinking wine all day long. I mean, starting at 10, ending at 3. And then we were like doing stuff after together too. So it was just like a whole day production of awesomeness. So I thought I would share it with you in a wine time format. So I hope you enjoyed your week and your week to come. Let me know in the comments below if you're old enough to drink. What is your favorite wine? My favorite wine is a Zinfandel. Red Zinfandel is my favorite right now. And I didn't get to try one on our wine tour. I wish I did, but that is mine. And yeah, let me know what yours is. I am not really picky. I'll pretty much drink any wine. As long as it's as long as I like it. There are some that I don't like, but pretty much all of them are good with me. But leave a comment below saying what your favorite one is, because I would love to know. And I will see you guys next time on Wine Time with Michael. Bye!